I've learned in show business, the greater the talent, the smaller the introduction. I shall never forget the time I saw Red Skelton in a supper club. I've seen him several times, but the house lights dim, and a voice simply says, "Ladies and gentlemen, one of America's clowns." And the simplicity of that introduction I shall never forget. And if that be true, then Judy Garland needs no introduction at all, except to say that she's pure magic. So, abracadabra, Judy Garland. And I'm crying. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm very touched by things like that.
You're very sweet.
Well, let them look at you. That's what they want to see. They want to see Judy Garland. You know, all of us have given our hearts to you so many times that you have permanent possession of it. Can we talk tonight about silly little things?
Yes, anything you want. Anything you want.
This is, someone's going to call this, on the review of this show, they'll say, Punchy and Judy. Now what? They'll do... I know those cats, you know. But anyhow, what a great laugher. She laughs, boy, at red ties, they say. She laughs like it. Okay.
I laughed at this one.
Come on.
No.
Boy, you sure got over Norman Maine in a hurry, didn't you? Oh, boy. Hey, listen. She has the greatest stories, and this is one of the great talkers in show business, but no one ever heard her talk. I mean, no one professionally. Listen, tell them about the days at MGM. There's some of the stories about Mickey and Liz Taylor and those people. Just tell the stories you want to.
Well, I hardly know where to start.
Tell them what you said about Liz.
Well... No, it wasn't anything like that.
No.
As you know, she's this marvelous sort of femme fatale.
Yes.
I can always just remember her as a girl with a lot of chipmunks and horses, and she was only about 3 feet high and 2 years old at Metro. I can't imagine this marvelous sort of Cleopatra. She was, you know, that shows my age.
Well, Liz has grown up.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. But I laugh. She says... Liz, she always thinks of Liz Taylor with chipmunks.
We were a pretty strange group, you know.
Well, what was in that group?
Well, it was a terrible classroom in the first place, when you think of all of us in one group. But Elizabeth Taylor, in the schoolroom, you know, we went to school. There was Elizabeth Taylor, and we did, believe it or not, and Lana Turner, and Mickey Rooney, and Freddie Bartholomew, and me, and Deanna Durbin.
That was one room?
In one room, that was all it was. And
well, you all turned out swell. What happened at Metro? What did they do?
I don't, that was...
Were you kids scared? Were you scared?
No, not at all. We were fine. Have you seen us since we've come out? We were a very peculiar group. Lana kept excusing herself every 5 minutes by having to raise her hand in school to go out and smoke.
How was Mickey?
He went out and smoked, too. We all did.
Well, how far did you go to school in that kind of a system?
We went to school clear through the...
High school?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, we got old enough, they finally sprung us. We didn't pass.
Did you kids know when you were that age, and did you know you were big stars, or was that kept from you? Why were you frightened? Because you were frightened.
Yes,
you were scared. Who were you scared of? Everybody?
Everybody.
But didn't you know you were big stars?
No, they didn't let us know. We were kept under wraps.
Who else do you remember? Listen, how'd you start? Did Jessel really give you your name?
Yes, he did.
He says he does,
yes,
did he?
Yes, he did. He gave me my last name.
Her name is Frances Gum.
Yeah.
Frances Gum, yeah. Isn't that right?
Yes, that's right.
Now, tell me were you good in vaudeville?
We were terrible.
Yeah, who was in it?
My 2 sisters and my mother and myself. We were in rotten vaudeville, too. You know, not good Keith time or Orpheum time or anything. We were in lousy vaudeville where we were in between the switches. They'd show a movie, you know, and then throw on a lot of acts. Yeah. And then show the movie and then throw on. We were part of that type of vaudeville. We were terrible.
Tell me a story about Happy Harry.
Oh.
I know. Come on. They want to hear all the stuff I hear.
Oh, well, we did this, my 2 sisters and I did a tour throughout Washington and Oregon, all the rotten cities, all the little cities, not the main cities, and they wouldn't let us in. But it was a tour, so the acts stayed together for about 6 weeks. And we followed a miserable comedian, most depressed comedian I've ever known, called Happy Harry. And he used to come on in 2. You know what that means. The curtain is quite a ways back, so that there's a lot of room. And the music would start. His entrance music was sort of... There was only 3 pieces in the band. There were piano, drums, and some violin or trumpet. So it was an empty pit with just 3 pieces in it. Now, Happy Harry would wait in back of the curtain, and the manager of the tour would make us wait all the way through Happy Harry's act to make sure we were ready, you know. So we watched this poor thing every night. And they'd play... And he'd break through and say, "Hello, everybody, this is Happy Harry." And he'd go on to the most terrible stories, and we were... Well, this one time, I think you still want me to go?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, this one time they put him in 1 instead of 2, which meant he only had that much space, you know, between the pit and himself. So we were in the wings, as usual, the Gum Sisters, and the music went... And he went, "Hello, everybody," right into the...
It's more.
He fractured his leg in 3 places very badly. And we were in the wings. Can I stand up?
Sure.
We were in the wings, just standing. And the manager said, "Go on." So we had to sing Dinah. You know, we went, "Dinah, is there anyone?" And this poor thing in the pit was going...
Oh, Happy Harry. He probably has his own show in the daytime now. One of those quiz shows, I bet you. Listen, what was I going to ask you about... well, you weren't really a good act in the beginning.
We were terrible. We weren't at the end. We were terrible. We were always kind of...
Were you jealous of Deanna Durbin? Were you kids get along?
Yeah.
Because you were both competitive like mad.
Yeah. I was very jealous.
Were you jealous of her?
Yeah, not for long.
Oh.
Yeah. But because the only reason I say that is she came to Metro originally, you know.
From Universal?
Yeah, no. She came to Metro first and then went to Universal.
Oh.
And when she came to Metro, I had just gone out of vaudeville and I thought I was sort of hep. And in came this girl with 1 eyebrow. Never stopped in the middle. It went right across.
What eyebrow?
Very low. And I thought, well, she's nothing. It was a soule la and then they fired her, and they were going to fire me because I didn't know what to do actually with 13-year-old girls, 12-year-old girls. There was no such thing. You either had to be a munchkin or you had to be 18 or something. No in between. So they fired her, and I thought, well, you know, that's all right, I'm going to. They don't know what to do. Then they picked her up at Universal, and suddenly she was the most beautiful, glamorous girl, and very talented.